Hi guys, today I will teach you how to install Tailwind CSS in a Laravel project. So let's start. So here we are in the installation page of Tailwind. So we will follow the steps one by one. So I have here a fresh Laravel installation. So a Laravel 6 application, fresh. So let's go back to the documentation. And here, so we will follow the step 1, which is installing the Tailwind CSS. So we could use npm or yarn. So in my case, I'm using yarn. So let's copy this, install. So while it's installing, let's go to the next step, which is adding Tailwind to your CSS. So you could use plain CSS or preprocessor like Sass or less, but in our case we will use a plain CSS. So let's first create a CSS file in our resources folder. Create folder CSS, and let's say app.css CSS, and let's copy this thing and paste it here. And let's go to, let's check if our CSS installation. Okay, it's done. So next thing is we create our Tailwind config file. This is optional. So for this tutorial, we just copy this, follow the step, and like that. And let's try to add a flag, which is full, to get the default configuration of Tailwind, and hit enter. Okay, the file was created, and let's check it. It will be placed on the root directory of your Laravel project here. So we have here the defaults, so you can change it if you want. So let's proceed. So here, process your CSS with Tailwind. So if you want to create a project without the or Laravel mix or anything, Tailwind CSS out of the box can do this. Yes, and using Tailwind CSS with post CSS. So here we have a bunch of examples on how to use Tailwind CSS in different project setups. So here, but in our example, or in our case, we will use Laravel mix. So here we have here. So if you're using plain CSS, you could use this or this one below. If you're using a preprocessor, this is for less, and if you're using Sass, you could use this one. But in our case, we will use this one. Then we go to the root directory, webpack.mix.js here. So we will change this for now. That one, resources CSS. In our case, we have app.css, tailwind.css. Okay, that, and let's try to run the Laravel mix command, which is okay. Run dev. Let's try. So it's now building. Successful. So we just generated the CSS file, which is here. That's it. So it was generated, and let's try adding this in our blade file, which is welcome.blade.php. Let's put it here. So let's try to mix CSS app.css, And let's try adding the Tailwind CSS classes like BG gray 300, and this one text gray 500, and text, yes, font bold. Let's check it in the browser. Yeah, Laravel Tailwind CSS, the test. Oops. Hold on. Tailwind CSS. Oh, so the project name was Tailwind. So it's working, just the project name. So anyway, so we've got it working. So now we have integrated Tailwind CSS in our project. So we could use the Tailwind CSS now in our project by injecting it in our blade file, and you could use Yarn Watch for your config if you want to change something, and then that will automatically change the CSS files or the Tailwind utils or the classes that you will use in your project. So that's it. Have a nice day. Bye.